This is Susie Brasky from your St. Xavier Cougars, and you are listening to Cougar Postgame on the X.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Shannon Center. The final score, 80-59. Now, Coach Hallberg coming up here with Marissa Young, who was 1 point away from 1,000. And really just a very good game for her today. Really a good game overall for everyone. It was a really exciting game. And now here's Coach Hallberg with us on the Cougar Postgame show. And, Coach, welcome aboard. You guys get a big win today, 80-59. Would you say the game plan worked today?
Yeah, I thought the game plan always works when you score a lot of points and play good defense. I thought they did a very nice job. We executed well in the first half. We played, when you're hitting on all cylinders at both ends of the floor, it's just a different night than the other night. And, when players sometimes look at a game like that and they say, well, Coach, that team wasn't that good, No, they were. We just made them look bad because we played well tonight. I mean, they're just coming off a big win for them at Robert Morris. They've had some nice wins this year, so we just played well.
And how would you say with the play of Mallory Johnson today? Last night I was talking with you about that. You said you were going to put her in, and it looked like she did pretty well for you.
Yeah, I thought she played steady. In the second half, I thought she stopped looking for her shot a little bit. She got a little conservative in the second half, whereas the first half it looked like she was trying to score some points there. And I thought all in all, she did a nice job, and it takes some of the pressure off of other players trying to handle the ball all the time.
Well, to go off of the game plan, you said that early on you guys were going to go into a zone. How did you think that worked, and how the Peregrines shooting only 3 of 25 from three-point land played into your defense? Because then when they went to drive to the basket, they couldn't get anything either.
Well, I mean, that's, you always try to take away what a team does best, and what they do best is drive. And the zone eliminates that. It's not going to probably stop them from driving, but yet they have a tendency to get a little wild. When you're driving into traffic, you're driving into more 2 or 3 players rather than driving into one at a time. So and plus the fact we put good pressure on the shooters from the outside. There's a whole difference in the zone when you're standing there when you're wide open on the outside. So it was a good all-around performance by all of the girls today.
And then, Coach, would you say that this big bounce-back game today is going to give you a lot of momentum going in Tuesday's game against Olivet Nazarene University?
No. There's nobody like Olivet on the place of this planet. So nothing. If you lost by 40 today or won by 90 today, it has nothing to do with what's going to happen Tuesday night, because Olivet is just a weird game. So you could be up by 40 or down by 40 at Olivet. It don't make any difference. You play till the buzzer goes off. There's no strategy that you can do that is going to work against Olivet. You won't be able to run an offense for the whole game long. You won't be able to call a play the whole game long. So what we did today doesn't have a lot of carryover here.
All right, well, Coach Hallberg, thank you very much for coming on the postgame show. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
And now we've got Marissa Young. Marissa, nice game today. You were out there, I know, a couple of times looking at the refs like, come on, really, was that a foul? Could you not just, don't you know I'm chasing 1,000? How'd you feel out there on the floor today?
The first and foremost, we want to win, and we wanted to bounce back from that ugly loss up in Wisconsin, and that's my priority every night, scoring 2 or 20 points. The win is the most important, and yeah, it would have been nice, to get 1,000 tonight, but it's nothing compared to getting a big win. We really need to bounce back, and I think at least our guards got confidence that we can handle pressure, and we really did well on their three-point shooters, which Olivet does nonstop, and they were 0 for 14 in the first half from the threes, so I think that helps our defense, knowing that we can get three-point shooting teams out of their sink.
And the one thing I want to ask is more off of the 1,000. The last time out that you guys went into, you were going to be on offense, the Peregrines called it. Were you kind of telling Coach, kind of being like, hey, could you draw off a play? Could you get me one more point?
Oh, no, not at all. I thought I was a couple more than 1 away from it, so I wasn't even expecting it. And he said he just found out that I was 1 away, and he said we were going to try. But I had known since the last couple times on the court that they were double-teaming me. So I was like, if my teammates are open, then Dana made a couple free throws because they were pushing through screens. And for them to quadruple team me at the end there, I didn't really get the other coach's strategy. But whatever, we'll take a win. That's the most important.
And I know me and Brandon were talking about it earlier. I want to ask you, Coach coming out with a different game plan. What did you think as a player with the play of Mallory Johnson today at the point?
She played great. You know, it really helped to have another ball handler out there the last few games. We went with a little taller lineup and just to mix things up a little bit, and I thought she played fantastic. Better, I think she exceeded everyone's expectations, and she was calm for a freshman and, you know, shot the ball well, got the ball on fast break. She rebounded, played defense, and I think it was a big part to our first half lead was Mallory's play.
And then, Marissa, how do you feel going into the game against Olivet Nazarene University on Tuesday?
Oh, I'm excited. It's, you know, your favorite and your least favorite game of the year. You know, you can't walk for 2 days after it, but it's, you know, the most fun during it and nonstop and intense. And like Coach said, there's no team like them out there, and so it's always fun, and we usually play them 3 times a year, so get the legs rested up, and I'm excited, really excited.
Well, Marissa Young, thank you very much for coming on the Cougar Postgame show, and hopefully, maybe we can have you back again after you get that 1 point for 1,000.
All right, thanks so much.
Take care.
Thanks.
Well, and the one thing I want to say, Brandon, is Brittany Jones, here on the stat sheet, 1 block. So she did get her 141st block. She is now #1 individual career record for blocks in a career, passing the great Erin Hanneman.
It's just awesome. It's an awesome feeling for, I think, all the players really right now. They're after that game, this is the type of game you have to have. After that loss against Cardinal Stritch University, this is the game you have to have, and they had it today. They get the win 80-59, and the Cougars are going to have I feel like they're going to know what they need to do against Olivet Nazarene University. And like Coach Hallberg said, that's the type of game where you really, it's momentum that it doesn't matter. But that's going to do it today for us. Ricky, what's your last thing you got to say?
The last 2 things. First off, men's basketball coming up against the Peregrines. And then also Sunday Sports Talk Live tomorrow, 6 to 9. And the football team will be in for the whole first hour talking about that national championship.
Well, Ricky said it. And that's going to do it for us, folks. 80-59, the women's basketball team gets the big win. I'm going to hand it over to my very, very good partners and very close friends, AJ Poppy, Greg Palafis. That's going to do it for us. So long, folks.